What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT. And yeah, welcome to another episode of the FCB show, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be a great show for me, I can already tell. Thankfully, one of the Choco brothers is not here today. I don't know where Liam is at,
Oh,
but
he's a fraud.
yeah, Zeer is here, by the way. But yeah, man, listen. Another episode, guys, episode 7 of the FCB show, ladies and gentlemen. Barcelona Bayern Munich show. Obviously, there's not a lot to be happy about for me as a Barca fan, but Zeer, he's in a good mood. His team has just secured the league title. His team is being linked to the right players, and I'm sure he's got a lot to get off his chest as far as the Champions League game is concerned, even though, we both got knocked out by the same team. But, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah.
My guy Zeer, bro. How you doing, man? How you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm feeling good, man. I can't even lie. You know what I'm saying? We just finished heavyweight show. I let you guys vent, even though I should have actually said more. But I'm like, you know what? Come on. That thing's marinate. But no, but on the real, probably would have been more madness if Liam was there. But he's moved fraudulent tonight, so I don't know where he is. Hey, guys, listen. Unlike him moving fraudulent today, and unlike Barcelona moving fraudulent, yeah, I want you to not be fraudulent, yeah? I want you to like and subscribe right now. Bozos. Yeah. Big up to every single one of you, though. Anyway, bro, listen, man. You know what? Doing them hay watches, it was amazing because I have to say, like, a little part of me was concerned, after that 3-2. I'm like, enter, you fucking bottle drugs, you this, yada, 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 yada. I'm like, you know? But then Acerbi scores out of nowhere, just like an RKO, and I'm like, whoa. What's going on here, and all that stuff, bro? You know what it is. I'm alright. I don't even want to say too much to you because, to be fair, like with what you say, like Liam and I are just too shameless because we take what you say out of context a lot, right? Like, jokes aside, right? But like, on a real note, there's a lot of your fans that genuinely thought that they were gonna beat Inter because they're not good enough, bro. In their eyes, because again, in their eyes, all they ever think of is attack, attack, attack. Don't get it twisted. My club thinks of that way too. Yeah. But I think you said it on the heavyweight show, there are times in which we have to stink it out. Yeah, and we'll be machines when we have to be machines. Right? In our history. But you, man, you just love just looking. This is gonna sound crazy, but I've said this for a while now. Barcelona fans and technique geeks are literally footballing degenerates. They're just footballing degenerates. Do you want to know why they're footballing degenerates? I'll tell you why. Because they think a team filled with technique is enough to win a Champions League. No, it's not. You know what's enough? I'll tell you what's enough. The one that matters most. Mentality, yeah? The mentality is what matters most. These man, how many times? Since 10 years ago, when you won this trophy in Berlin, when you won in the Olympic Stadion, yeah? Since then, Atletico Madrid, okay, you gave them a go. They stunk it, showed more than you, but you showed something, didn't you? You then go to 2017. You lost to them in a similar manner to how you did, yes, the other day. Because Juve approached the tie similarly to Inter Milan. The only difference is they killed you off earlier that time. Yeah? And then they stunk it out in Camp Nou. Then, this is where your mentality really drops. You're 4-1 up to Roma. And then, Stadio Olimpico. Yeah? Stadio Olimpico. We have Roma comeback. Yeah, Manolas header. You know what I mean? Whatever Jury said about Rome and that, bro. Ancient, well, stuff, we don't even say that, but he said that goal is where your mentality started to jump for the remainder of your life. Like, your legacy got damaged from that goal. Because from there, you go to Liverpool Football Club. You're destroying them. You're destroying them 3-0. To be fair, Liverpool gave you a go for it that first play, I remember. But you destroyed them in terms of scoreline, and we're like thinking, Barca's make the final. But the next thing you know, no Salah, no Mane. Or was it with Amani? No Firmino, sorry. No Firmino. And
Yeah, no
Origi.
selling for me.
Yes. And Origi turns up the way he does. Jordan Henderson getting past you. You know what I mean? And Van Dijk just bossing Messi, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then 2020 happens, you know? It's very fitting this show is called FCB show because the real FCB show turned up, bro. The real FCB, yeah, showed the other FCB who's boss. Yeah?
No.
You showed
Okay,
who's
this is
boss.
where
A2.
I'm gonna.
No.
Okay.
You shut your mouth.
No, no, no.
No. And then and then we gave you a reason to actually see why your club is a mess. We gave you a reason. We gave you the keys to the kingdom. We told you. We opened the doors for you. We showed you the room of all the problems you had. All your problems was in that room. Yeah, it's like getting through the escape. That season was your escape room. Yeah, you were trying to escape that room, and you escaped when we beat you 8-2. You know, we beat you 8-2. We showed you the ways. And then Messi wanted to go, but you somehow kept him. And then you lose to PSG the following Champions League. Mbappe destroying you in the Camp Nou. Yeah, then Messi leaves because your board can't keep him. And then we get to the Champions Leagues in which you don't even make it out the group stage and you go to Europa League. Wow. And we're in that group twice.
Hold on, Zeer. Let me refresh this, man. My flipping screen is looking terrible, man. Fucking
Nah,
hell.
you can refresh all you want, but I'm gonna continue chatting regardless.
No, please. No, go ahead. Just
regardless
pause.
because I want to let the people know where you guys are, man. You know what I mean? So I can
No, don't worry. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
No, please. Yeah. You trust me, bro. I know it's gonna be a long day for me. Let me refresh this because my thing keeps buffering on my side. Give me a second.
Hey, okay then. Okay, well he's gone. But put it this way, the mentality as a whole with these guys, they can look pretty all they want.
Oh God.
Oh, we're good now? We're good to go. Continue?
Go. Yeah, let's go. Continue.
So I was saying, the following year, the group stages, you know, in which we won those 4 games in the group stages.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, right? You go to Europa League, you lose to Frankfurt, which, by the way, Frankfurt overtook your crowd. That was mad, by the way. Yeah, and they're winning the Europa League. And then the Man United one, right? And that year, you actually should have actually gone further in the Champions League, but that Inter Milan whole thing screwed you guys. And the game against us, you played better than us, but you missed your chances. Again, comes down to mentality. Yeah. Then the PSG game last season. Oh my God. Now there's a correlation with PSG last season and Inter a few days ago. Do you know what that correlation is? Araujo.
Right.
This guy, I swear to God, thank God, Tuchel, this donkey, this hamar, thank God he's gone. Because he was about to sign this Haywan into my club for 100 M's. He was about to give you the greatest 100 M's of your lives. Thank God it's not happening. You can have him, you can keep him, enjoy him. Because that guy, when it matters most, he's the defenders of Harry Kane's. When it matters most, chokes. I don't get how that's possible, you know. Well, I don't get, and I'm disappointed with the Araujo thing because I had my stocks very high on him, to be honest. I actually thought he was a future top defender for your club. I actually did. But moving like this, oh my God.
You're not alone, bro.
I can never trust this guy. Never trust this guy. You should have gotten rid of him when you got the chance. You really should have got rid of him when you got that chance, brother. You really should have. And you know what's mad, right? All this correlates to mentality, but your fans, Omar, they never understand. Never once do they understand. And to make it even worse, they've even turned Hansi Flick into a fucking geek. They've turned him into a geek now. Because now what is he doing? After the game, 50-50 calls went Inter's way. Oh, Pedri, 50-50 calls went Inter's way. Is that all you guys do? Complain about referees? Is that all you guys do with your lives? Seriously, I actually want to know. Is that, I know my fans do that, and it's pathetic. I'm not going to deny it. I'll be the first guy to admit it. When we lose to Madrid, that's what they do. That's what they did last season. Yeah, so I'm not going to be here. And anyone can watch my reaction from last season. It's one of my first few videos I've done on YouTube, yeah? I remember saying, control your own destiny. You, Mandem, could have controlled your own destiny, and you know as well, Omar. The fact we were just talking about Yamal not hogging the ball near the corner flag. Instead, he took the chance, which I get it. He wants to score another, kill the game off. Cool. But if you're going to do that, score. He didn't do that. And you know what I mean? Listen, I rate Yamal. Well, I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to switch flip-flop. No, I actually do rate that Yamal has character. I actually do. Yeah? When he says, when we're winning, blah, 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 blah. Here's the problem, though. When you're losing, you're going to have to hold as much smoke. That's not me saying you can't do what you're doing. But when you're doing what you're doing, at the same time, when you lose, don't be shocked when people can't go be gunning for your head. Even though if you're a kid, I couldn't care less. To be honest. Like, that's something we have to talk about. Personally.
No, it's true. No, look, here's the thing, man. You're right. By the end of the day, fans are going to be fans. They're going to do whatever they want. And look, everything you said here, it can't be cooking if it's true. I mean, I'll tell you this right now. As a Barca fan, right? And by the way, guys, apologies if my stream is buffering, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna move back to stream because this app fucking sucks, man. This app sucks, man. It kicks people out for no reason, bro. It kicks people out, and then it starts like just scratching, man. It's not even my network that is bad. It's just that this app is just so annoying because it does it to Northside as well. Because we do use the same app, and he has to always refresh his stream.
It did it to me.
Yes, it's stream. Yeah, I remember yesterday Northside was doing a stream and he had to literally cut his stream short and start a new one because the other one was
inside, and then I
so annoying, man. Yeah, man. Like, well, yeah, I'm probably gonna move back to StreamYard with this stupid app. Anyways, listen.
You're good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Look, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this, right? Big up to everyone here. We got 20 people in the building. Big up to every single one of you guys. Smash the like button. And look, we got what we deserved. At the end of the day, we were cocky. We had an opportunity where we took the lead, scumbaged it. And any team that really wants to win, sometimes you have to understand that you're not always going to be the better team. The last time we won this Champions League trophy, I remember us playing Bayern in the semifinals where we beat them 3-0 in the first leg. Second leg, right? You guys took an early lead, right? We honed it, took the lead by the end of halftime. You guys came back, made it 3-2. You notice after you guys scored that third, we did not even attack after that. We sat back. Because we understood that all you guys needed was one more goal and then your team would believe. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the issue. With this Barca team, we are so obsessed as a club. We are so obsessed with this idea of we have to win the Barca way. I absolutely hate that mindset because winners, at certain moments, you have to be objective. You have to accept that sometimes you're not always going to be the better thing. Sometimes you have to be the scumbag. Sometimes you have to do the dirty work. Inter Milan are not. The thing with Inter Milan is the reason why it is so obvious that they could potentially win the Champions League is because against PSG, they're not going to be the better team. They're going to get battered pillar to post. They're going to get beaten down. They're going to go through so much. But I promise you this right now, Zeer. Does that guarantee that they're going to lose the match? Absolutely not, because they don't need to dominate. Just like they didn't need to dominate against us, even though they did dominate quite a lot more than I expected that they would. Right? And look, people are telling me, oh, Omar, well, the tactic kind of worked because you guys scored 6 goals. Like, this is against Inter. Inter don't even concede goals that much. Look, fine, I get it. We were able to unlock them. But you see, the problem with Barcelona is, and this is a problem that I've seen this season that I think will be a problem next season. We are so predictable. To beat us, you have to just play a certain way, and you will always unlock us. Every game we've lost this season against everything we played has been against low blocks, compact squads, and hit us on the counter. Every team that's beaten us is how they've beaten us this season. You understand what I'm saying? From Osasuna to Las Palmas to Leganes, all these clubs, look at the club I'm mentioning. These are not big clubs, but these are clubs that didn't come to win. They were like, let's just sit back and just hit them on the counter. Look at the game, because Celta Vigo a few days ago, which we won. Look at how Celta Vigo were playing. They were sitting back. He runs in the counter and they scored 3 goals. Borja Iglesias scoring a hat trick. Look at the 2 goals he scored in that second half.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
The one
crazy.
on ones. But that is my point, isn't it, Zeer? We are so, and this is the problem, right? I've said this. I said this on George Moore's channel, right? I said the problem with this current Barca team is, and the one thing that we don't talk about is that there is a certain level of anginess that I see in Hansi Flick, where he's so stubborn. He never wants to change anything, no matter
Yeah,
what the scoreline is. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
And the problem is this: when you are so predictable, when you're so predictable, eventually teams are going to figure out how to play against you, and every team is going to play against you every time they play you in the Champions League or in every competition. Real Madrid have played us 4 times this season, 3 times this season. They're going to play us this weekend for the 4th time. Do you think that if we beat them this season, next season, when that first El Clasico arrives, you can bet your bottom dollar that whoever the manager is would have looked back, and the players would have looked back and said, well, this is how they played against us the last 4 times we played them. So let's just stop them from doing these things. And we know if we stop them, because we know Hansi Flick is not going to change the formation, he's not going to change anything. Things are still going to remain the same. It's an absolute joke, honestly, man. But we got exactly what we deserved. I was worried about this tie, and people were telling me not to be worried. Well, why shouldn't I be worried? I've seen us lose to every team that plays like Inter this season, and you guys are telling me that I shouldn't be worried. It's an absolute joke. We got exactly what we deserved. And Inter wanted to win. Inter don't care about philosophies or playing styles or any of these stuff that we are so worried about. The problem with Barca is we have an arrogance that we have as a club. And the same thing applies for Madrid, but Barca have it too. There's an arrogance we have where we feel like we have to win a certain way. We have to win a certain way. It's either that way or
or the
bust.
highway. Yeah.
Hmm?
No, I was saying or the highway.
The yeah, basically it's like play tiki taka, high line, high attacking, beautiful, flowing football. That's how we play football. It's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. But it is what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, another year, another Champions League bottled. And people expect me to take the Champions League seriously. I don't care what squad we have. Until I see this team actually win the Champions League, I don't trust the squad. I didn't trust these guys at the start of the season. I didn't trust them when we were on a winning run, when we were unbeaten, when we only lost 1 game in the entire season in the Champions League. I still didn't trust these guys. Even when we had the easiest side of the draw, I didn't trust these guys. And people were like, oh, Omar, why do you not trust these guys? Look at how good you are this season. This is the best Barca team I've seen in a long time. I'm like, bro, have you guys seen us in the Champions League? Look at the amount of time. Look at the last few years we've been knocked out of the Champions League, how we got knocked out. It's always been because of something stupid that Barcelona did that brought the other team back in it. And once again, this year, another moment, and we cost ourselves another Champions League. It is what it is. This is the history of Barca, bro. Ever since we beat Bayern Munich, ever since we beat PSG in 2017, bro, that win, that remontada, bro, was the kiss of death. It was the kiss of death. Since then, bro, we have been the whipping boys in the Champions League. We've been the Tottenham of the Champions League since. Think about it, bro. You mentioned it. Roma. You got Roma. You've got Liverpool. You had Bayern in 2020. You had PSG in 2021. Getting knocked out of the group stages 2 years in a row. Getting knocked out after being taken an away lead, coming with an away lead at home. And then getting knocked out after you were 90 seconds away from a Champions League final. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. Like,
It's an absolute joke.
Bro, it's just, you know what it is. You mentioned Flick and stuff. Listen, when we won that Champions League with him, I think people underestimate the fact that we had Manuel Neuer, and they underestimate the fact that we had David Alaba as well. And that was a David Alaba that was makeshifting at the time because of all of our injuries. And that's when we introduced Davies. Like, we had Jerome Boateng, who was he's experienced, but Even that experience wasn't really enough if you deep it. Like because Alaba was the one carrying that back line because of the physicality he was, withstanding compared to Boateng since the guy just got finished over time. But the point I wanted to make, and even Kimmich being right back, being smarter over there, yada yada, right? I think people underestimate that. That also plays a role in us winning because again, and Thiago too, because you need to have a proper like shape for you to be playing attacking football. Like, and I mean by a proper shape, you need to like know certain players. They just have to have. I think you said it in the heavyweights. Certain players should just know by default that they have to recover in the right place in the right time. Or if they don't, then there's an element of like luck that's needed, or that goalkeeper has to make a like mad save, like how Zomer did against you guys the other day, which brought a big up Zomer, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I think people underestimate these things. They just think, oh, attacking football, that's it. No, there's so much that goes into this. You know what I mean? And I just felt like by the way, Chesney, I think, listen, he may have had a good run, but he has to be your number two. He can't be your number one goalkeeper, bro.
Bro, we have Ter Stegen, bro. Fucking hell, man. Like it's not like we have any options. Have you seen Ter Stegen? Literally
Oh,
came
no,
back
no,
in his
no, no.
first game
You need
and
to
missed
get
a
a new
mistake.
goalie. You need a new goalie. You need a new goalie, is what I'm saying.
Bro.
Why don't you get Unai Simon?
Give me a second, guys. Let me refresh this again.
I say no more.
Fucking app.
Yeah, but Barca, because I know you have Barca fans in the chat. Like on a real note, don't you think you should go for an Unai Simon?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah. That Barca fans, let me know, man. I only want Barca fans to answer because the Barca fans want what's best for their club. Give ideas, no, like ban, no nothing. Like, why don't you go for Unai Simon?
Bro, Bilbao are not gonna sell.
Okay, then I'll give you another one, Kobel.
Yeah,
Even though it's
I would,
different profile, but like
I
he'll
would,
save so many shots you give away.
I would love to have Kobol in my team.
I feel like Kobel is perfect for you because you don't need someone that plays around the back, do you? You just need someone that can hoof it away or
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, look,
exactly.
no. So most of the time, our goalkeepers are ball playing goalkeepers. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, then Kobel doesn't work then. Then you may as well go. I don't know, bro. I don't know who you would get that's ball because, bro, a lot of ball playing goalkeepers, you're gonna have to find from within, like how we did. We're blessed to find ours from within. To be honest, I actually think Orbig um has a high ceiling, but yeah, it's one of them ones really. The only one I can think of is Unai Simon, personally. But if anyone knows another ball playing he keeps, then or if you because you're playing with Hansi Flick, man, you have Hansi Flick, so you don't really need ball playing. Like just get Kobel.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah. Wait a minute. He says, Louis. Who is this Louis Charles de Boss? Who is that? I don't know. I mean, Joan Garcia. I do know him. He's obviously the goalkeeper for Espanyol, but that's Espanyol's goalkeeper. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, Joao Garcia is a very, very good shot stopper. But
I mean, if he's good, get him, get from within. Then if he's good for what you
oh yeah,
need.
yeah, the little goalkeeper. Okay, I hear it.
I have no idea who they are, but if they are good for what you're looking for, then get them, bro. You have to replace these two keepers, bro. Because by the way, these
The
two
thing is,
keepers, the defensive mess up their difference as well. People don't
yep,
understand this. They're a
yep.
difference maker.
The thing is with Chesney is that Chesney is. I never expected Chesney to continue in the way that he is running. Bro, Chesney retired last season. You understand what I'm saying? So I was just under the impression of, well, listen, he's doing well right now. Let's just hold on to him until we get a new keeper. You understand what I'm saying? So you're right, but I don't think we're gonna. I don't think signing. We're gonna sign a keeper next season. I don't think that's gonna happen. But we'll see what happens for sure. But yeah, man, listen. I do want to move on. Obviously, Zeer, there's been a lot of big news, right? But I do want to start off first of all by talking about the fact that congratulations to you guys securing the Bundesliga title. The title is officially complete. I mean, well, it was very very funny watching the show, watching the game right against Leipzig. You had Harry Kane like celebrating like the trophy was already in the bag, right? He was celebrating, right? He was just doing this thing, and then when they scored that late equalizer, they just panned it back to him, bro. It's like this brother, man. He can never just catch a break, bro. He can never just catch a break. Like he's gonna win the trophy, but brother, it's like the universe is just trying so hard to delay his celebration so much. It's like, how long can we delay this? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well,
man.
it turns out you can only delay it for only 24 hours because guess what? Leverkusen
Leverkusen.
decided, Leverkusen decided to drop points, and yeah, Harry Kane finally gets his first trophy, man. And look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The way he was celebrating like a man who's won his first trophy, bro. That is literally the best way I can put it.
Yeah,
He's
man.
celebrating like a man who's just won his first trophy, bro.
I
It's
think he won a
so
World Cup,
so
bro.
Brother, this guy was doing the most. I've never seen your players even act like that from winning. Like I've seen you guys celebrate Bundesliga trophies. I've never seen one player celebrate one trophy like that in my
Bro, he
life,
even
bro.
posted
This
that trophy emoji in the story. It was amazing.
dude, he was smoking cigars. Apparently, he was drinking all night, bro. This guy
Yeah,
was
yeah,
having
yeah.
the
You can tell he was hungover, bro. Do you see how he you hear his voice?
dude. You know what I mean? You know what, bro? I rate it because you know why, bro. That is the face of a man who has been starving, bro. That man has been starved. This man has been, he's needed that trophy for so long, bro. He's been so patient. And every single time, bro, he keeps getting let down, man. You feel me, right? Every
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
bro. All the years he spent at Spurs, man. All those moments, bro. And now to finally know that at the end of the season, you will be lifting your armpits for the first time, bro. Oh my days. That's why I'm like, bro, the celebration, you can see that's what the celebration meant. For me, for him, the celebration is more than that, bro. Because for everyone else, like Kimmich and all those guys who were celebrating with him, to them it's like, another trophy, another title in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? To Harry Kane, it's like, brother, I don't care. You know that meme? You know what that meme is? It's that meme of like the three people like in the Olympics who have been given like a medal, right? And then one of them wears his medal, just calm. Second one wears his medal, just calm. The third one wears his medal and then just starts popping up the champagne and drinking everything. Bro. That's Harry Kane for
oh
you, bro. You got Kimmich, you've got Kimmich on one side. You've got you've got Kimmich on one side. You've got Nabri on one side, all looking at him like, yo, it's just a Bundesliga trophy. We win that every year.
Bro, you
And
know
he's
what
just like,
Harry Kane was moving like? Harry Kane was moving like when Sami Zayn was a part of the bloodline, bro. The only thing is he didn't drink, bro. You know what I mean? It's like you see Roman, the Usos, and them. They're like just happy. No, it's another day in the office. And then Sami's like jumping around crazy and that. That was like the good days of bloodline. That's what Harry Kane was moving like, bro. You know what I mean? But bro, listen, man. I will say this, like, listen. I still don't trust this guy when it matters most.
hmm,
But I will also say that I am happy that he's won the league. I am happy because hopefully now it instills something within him, instills some sort of a mentality um, to actually try start winning now. Because we know he's gonna stay. Well, I mean, news came out that they're looking for Nabry to be number two as well, so he's not gonna go anywhere. And that's part of the idea because of getting Wirtz in because of the funds. But we'll talk about that later. The thing is with Harry Kane
hmm,
is that like this guy for so long was just being Mr. Nice Guy and being I have to do this to get over the line and he fails. It's like he needs to calm down. And listen, I hope this is just the start of it, man. I really do because
hmm,
the guy scores
hmm.
consistently. It's not like he doesn't score consistently. It's not like you're watching Darwin Nunez or you're watching Hoyland or you're watching Leroy Sane. Yeah, it's a guy that scores consistently.
Mhm.
And it's odd for a guy like him not to win. You know what I mean? It just really is. So the fact he won and he was celebrating the way he is, I know people are not gonna be happy about it in the Bayern München fan base. I get it. I'm not listen. The fact that I'm expecting better is a reason why I understand the concerns.
Ah, this Kaneki guy, he just had to turn. He had to pass by to just say, "Hold that." You know what? Yeah, you know what? Congratulations, man. You guys are in the Europa League final. I mean, to be fair, I do deserve it because every time he's on the Yardman show with Flawless, yeah, I'm always trolling. So, hey,
Yeah, you
man,
are.
it is what it is, man. It's a part of the game, connect, man. But yeah,
Game is game, man.
congratulations. Game is
Game is
game,
game.
man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Game is game.
Man. Go ahead, go ahead. Is he?
No, no, I was just, bro, like this guy. It's just, I don't know. It's just he just needs to be more bold in it. Like if Harry Kane is more bold, like when it matters most. And what I mean by more bold, like I mean like for example, the Inter game, right? He thought he had to slap at top bins to score that goal. Instead, he did too much, hit the post. Against
Mm,
France in the World Cup quarterfinal, he thought he had to slap that penalty top bins. He skied it. Sometimes you just have to be a bit simplistic. You don't like sometimes you have to be simplistic. You know what I mean? I know I'm saying bold, but what I mean by bold, I mean you don't have to think you have to slap. You sometimes being bold sometimes can be just be simplistic because that also plays with the mind of the goalkeepers too, by the way. Some goalkeepers think he's gonna go crazy, so I have to go crazy as well. You know?
mm.
It's a mentality shifter thing with him. I think he just needs to understand these things and who knows what happens from there. But personally, I don't see it happening, which is why I would have rather gotten Goalkeeper. However, I will also say, and let's be honest, it's not the biggest problem we have right now. There are bigger problems at this team. The defense, part of our midfield. I actually did. I was taking over for Liam and his channel earlier today, and I was actually creating my preferred 11. And when I did that, I believe there was how many players? So I had I had Schlotterbeck in it. I had Stiller in it, and then obviously Wirtz in it, right? So that's three. And then we also have to get backup options as well on top of that, for center backs, full backs, etc.
You, this guy, yeah, he's been hella loud this week. This brother right here. I, he was on George Monson, and this guy had the nerve to wear the glasses. I'm like, bro, after the season you've had, just gonna wear the
Well, can
glasses
I
in
can
front
I
of
can I
me.
quickly just say he looks like a fucking alien wearing that glasses.
Yeah, you absolute fraud. Listen, let me tell you something. Is you think you're off the hook yet? I will see you on Sunday, brother. And you do not want to deal with me because I'll be on Football Mania on Monday. I can't be there tomorrow because I have another show I have to be in. But I'll tell you one thing, bro. Football Mania, you better hope that somehow you win. Because if you don't, I'm shameless. You know me. I am shameless, but I don't care if my team just got knocked out of the Champions League. It will be all worth it if we secure the league title on Sunday by beating you. So yeah, just keep talking, brother.
Wait, can
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
quickly can I just quickly say something? Beating Arsenal is not for everybody.
Mm. What do you say about that, Will? I mean, this man has never seen his club be knocked out. He's never seen his club get knocked out by Arsenal, but you've seen your club get knocked out twice in the Champions League. Just saying, brother. You know,
But no,
it
I've
is
seen my
what it
club
is.
knock out Arsenal every time. Just saying. Hey, you've seen your club knock out Arsenal every time. I listen. I despise your club, but hey, Sean, hey. But we troll Arsenal every time. But the biggest club in the world, can't even take care of business. Oh, okay then.
You can't even take care of it. Can't even take care of business, brother.
With Kylian
But
Mbaba,
go ahead.
and all them man them. Okay, cool.
Bro, Kylian Mbappe is gonna finish the season trophyless and see his hometown club win the Champions League. Oh, it's gonna be great. I don't care.
Bro,
I'm
if that
shameless. If
happens,
PSG win the
well,
Champions,
you better vent.
if PSG wins the champ, if PSG wins the Champions League, I'm bringing Mo here, and we are gonna smoke on that Mbappe pack throughout the stream, bro. Oh yeah, we'll be here for it.
Oh, he definitely will
But
join
yeah,
you.
go. Yeah.
I hate him. Oh,
Oh yeah, Mo. Yeah, Mo. No, trust me, because Mo knows. Because Mo, I told Mo, I told Mo, I'm like, bro, don't worry. That Mbappe, when Mbappe left, I told him, brother, don't worry, man. Your team is actually gonna improve without Mbappe. So yeah, man. Yeah, listen, go ahead, man. You were talking about the players. You were talking about Schlotterbeck, Wirtz, and
Yeah. By the way,
Stiller, the players.
I was mentioning Schlotterbeck. The reason why I mentioned Schlotterbeck, and I think it comes down to what you've been saying, man. We need to just go get players from our own league for one, and two. I just feel like the Dean Hoyson thing. I obviously go for it, but the thing is, I know we're gonna lose that battle. I just feel like we're gonna lose that battle because I feel like Hoyson will want to join a team that First of all, I actually see him going to either Real Madrid or Chelsea Football Club, because those two clubs are going to guarantee him playtime. Obviously, we will guarantee him as well. But going to Real Madrid, he goes to Spain, right? To Madrid is one of his, I believe, his favorite club, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me about that one. And then you have Chelsea, Premier League. I actually feel like he's the type of guy that wants to stay in the Premier League. Obviously, Herbal, fluent, go for him. But if you are about to fail, don't just stay there waiting for a response or some shit, unless if you're dominating the race. Actually, go and get another defender that we should be getting. A Schlotterbeck, a Tah for free. The only reason why I'm getting... You know what it is with Jonathan Tah? Wallahi, for me, Jonathan Tah, for me, is ni'mah min al-khair. You know, Jonathan Tah is just like ni'mah. You know, you get him for like free, he's durable, khalas. Maybe he'll lead in a dressing room, he'll talk, blah, 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 blah. Maybe he'll improve a little bit, you know, because he's at Bayern. You know, maybe he'll have prone to mistakes here and there. But you're not going to start him, hopefully, right? But again, that's why he's not enough for me. I would get him, yeah, and I'd go get a proper centre back that actually will start alongside an Opa Meccano if Opa can still start under company,
Right.
you know? And that is, for me, the more realistic one is Schlotterbeck. You know?
I mean, you know, that's the thing. I know Liam doesn't rate Schlotterbeck, but you're right. Schlotterbeck is one of the best centre backs in the Bundesliga. Let's be real.
The best German one.
So that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, for me, it's like that's the thing. Sometimes players get better when they go to better teams. So it's like when you guys signed a lot of good players in the Bundesliga who, let's be real, right, had potential, but when they were joined Bayern Munich is where their careers just went to another level. Why? Because they were in better squads, better teams with better players. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that, right? We go to like Oscar. He says, "Which team do you support, Oscar? You're a Barca fan. I don't know if you're a
Yeah,
Barca fan,
I think he's
but
Barca. I think he's Barca, yeah. He's looking for
I
a striker.
mean, yeah, I mean, striker. Uh, I guess. I mean, who are the options? You got Jokeres. You
I
have
think
Osimhen,
Isaac suits you the best.
Isaac.
I think
Yeah,
Isaac suits
Isaac is probably my preferred is Isaac. People are trying to link Haaland to my club, but brother, I don't listen to those links.
No.
You guys link.
If you get Erling Haaland, you're gonna do what you're doing with Lewandowski, which I mean, you like
No,
Haaland will score you
but,
goals,
but
but you're
no,
gonna
but
feed.
the thing with Haaland is the reason I can tolerate Haaland is because with Haaland he is more clinical. If he's, you know what I mean? Like I'm not, no, this is not disrespect to Lewandowski. Before everyone says, I don't think Lewandowski is as clinical as his prime, because prime Lewandowski was way more clinical. You understand what I'm saying, right? I see Lewandowski miss a lot of chances. Still, even though his finishing is still great, I think with Haaland just needs one. You feel me, right? Haaland, you just know Haaland can get 3 chances in the game and score a hat trick. You understand what I'm saying? 3 chances only in the whole game and score a hat trick. But yeah, as far as your point is concerned, Bayern Munich this season with the players that you have, you guys do need to you guys need to changes. First of all, I'm going to tell you this right now, Zeer. You've been talking to me about Bakola, brother. But brother, I saw this guy yesterday, and I
I don't
promise
want
you,
him.
bro, you
I
signed
don't
that.
want him. I don't want him.
Oh my days,
Bro,
nah,
his
bro.
decision making, bro, is gonna be. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a younger version of Leroy Sane. I'm telling you right now.
This is literally what I'm saying.
Actually,
You're
not.
going
Or
to have
I don't want him. No. I don't want him.
think about
Liam
this one
wants him.
second.
I don't want him.
You signed Bakola. You have Bakola, Leroy Sane, Nabri, Coman, and Oli saying it,
This is
bro.
adding to a
I got
problem.
yeah, bro. I saw him yesterday, Mr. Sitter. I was like, this is the guy that Bayern Munich actually want to sign. You know, nah, these guys are trying to kill Zeer. Clearly, bro. These
Bro,
guys
Liam,
don't care about
bro,
your.
you know, I'm glad I'm reading Carnage's comment. Liam don't know ball. Yeah, if he wants him, because apparently he wants him, brother. He is not what we need. He's not what we need, bro. Listen,
Yeah, he only watches Bayern Munich.
bro. You know what it is with this guy? He knows ball, yeah. But the problem is some of his takes are based on emotion. They're not based on using his brain. That's the problem. You know what I mean? So I can't take what he says seriously at times. I've come to accept it. But this Barcola is a stinker and hook, brother. Stinker and hook. I'm sorry. I've seen enough to think like He's not gonna do enough in front of goal. Not like he can't finish. His finishing is not the worst, but my problem is his decision making is ridiculous. You know what I mean? His decision making is what really throws me off. Because
Mm.
he's not that
Um,
bad if you look at him in the eye. It's just
no,
IQ.
he's good at. You know what it is? He has the he has a problem that a lot of these modern day wingers have in that they're so talented. They can dribble, they can do everything, they can go past players, they can do all of that until they get into the box, and then all of a sudden, bro, it's like, bro.
They kind
Yesterday
of
he literally went through the team, bro. Literally, bro, absolutely skinned Kivior. One on one, he's got Raya in. He's looking at Raya and he shoots it in front of Raya. I'm like, brother, what the? You've got like all that net and you couldn't. Nah, man. I'm like, yeah, go sign for Bayern Munich, man. But look,
no, no, no,
big up to
no.
my guy. Big up to my guy Emmanuel says, buying Jokeres, Tar, and Frimpong would be cheaper than Isaac alone. I mean, I'll take that. If we can sign all those three players, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. But yeah, there's 50 kebabs. 50 kebabs.
Bro,
Since
Liam's gonna kick the chat.
Liam's born is extremely biased. I mean, it is true. It is true. Come on, man. We all know that, man. We all know that. This this is bro sport knowledge. It's offensive. Facts, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
listen,
man.
I've
Anyway,
been around him more than you guys. That guy, he is literally like Bayern or bust, bro, when it comes to like rating and not rating certain fandom. You know what I mean?
look at this fucking Santiago guy. Look at the picture he has.
And
Did
look
you
at
see
the
the
picture.
picture?
Bro, look at that. Look at wait, wait,
Oh
wait.
my.
Look at that. Doesn't he look like an alien? Will, come, bro, Will, I'm not gonna lie. I think what you need to do is you need to like go chat to Lil Mosey, try to agree on an album to make and have it like space themed. You know, have it space themed, bro. Because
Yeah,
that is Lil
this
Mosey
glasses.
looking like an alien right there.
He's looking like one of those. Looking like one of those aliens from Men in Black, bro. He's like the alien like in a human suit, and he's got the glasses on because he can't cover his eyes because he's got alien eyes and he's got those glasses.
Like, hey, listen, bro. Listen. I'll tell you this though. I got like neon. I know I got neon glasses from when I went to a music festival, bro. You know what I mean? But that looks better. Yeah, that looks better than that alien looking. All right, listen. Go do some space shipping, bro. Go to space.
Yeah,
Go
he
NASA,
should be
bro.
selling kebabs. Yeah, big up to the
Oh,
chat, man. This chat is actually very hilarious.
Will, you want me to sell kebabs? Listen, I don't cook, but I'll tell you one thing. I bet you right now,
Okay,
I
bro.
can make better kebabs than what you eat in America, bro. So cool, no problem. I don't cook, bro. So enjoy that one, Will. Fraud.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, man. We got to Oscar says, Omar, in the next 5 years, who's most likely to win the Champions League final, Barcelona or Bayern Munich? This is a very, very good one, to be fair, because I mean, we are in a better position right now, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are in a better position right now, but you guys are not as far off and you guys as you guys think you are. You feel me?
I think it
You're
depends
not
what
as
we do
far
this
off.
summer. It depends what we do this
Yeah.
summer, though. Let's be honest,
Yes.
because listen, getting Vert. By the way, I'll tell you this: I don't want to just get Verts and that's it. Honestly, if
Oh
we
yeah,
get
we're gonna get into that. That's actually what I'm gonna segue to, because Florian Wirtz. Let's actually talk about that right now. This week we've seen apparently, from what we're hearing is that Florian Wirtz has actually rejected the offers from Real Madrid, from Barca, I think United as well. I don't know which other clubs were after him, but he basically rejected three clubs, and apparently his preferred destination is Bayern Munich, right? And last week, obviously, we did talk about it. His mom, I think his dad, I think his dad
yeah,
was a
his
Bayern
dad
fan,
is his
right?
agent. Yes, his dad. Correct. Yeah,
Yes,
he is
so
his
his
agent.
dad and his dad, yes, he preferred the move to Bayern Munich, right? And it
Saint
seems that now Florian Wirtz also seems to be having his eye on Bayern Munich as his destination. How do you feel? First of all, I know you were going to talk about some the other stuff that you need, but as far as this move potentially happening in the summer is concerned, how do you feel about this move, brother?
Now, I will be honest about this move. I, if we're being real, I don't really think we need to spend the money to get him. However, because we can get a Rodrigo, for example. However, I will also say getting Wirtz is not a bad decision like people make out to be because we're spending all the money. Because I'm sorry, if I'm being really honest, like if the board don't get this guy over the line after all the crap they've been saying, like, oh, he's the best player in Germany, and I get it. I get it. It's a marketing thing. That's what they have to do. They have to like throw the idea out there. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna do it, now go get him over the line. Because you've chatted all this. Imagine if you say that and then you don't get him. We're gonna look like a laughing stock, bro. You know what I mean? Does it look like I want to be looking like a laughing stock? And on top of that, guess what? That guy, bro, this guy's a fraud, bro. Bro, you eat terrible kebabs, so don't even chat me about kebabs. But anyway, like, so your club be moving like your kebabs in America, bro. You know what I mean? But anyway, like at the end of the day, right? Like with this Wirtz thing, we're still getting a good player. We're still getting a player that can interchange with Jamal Musiala. You know what I mean? It's not like he's gonna have a bad run, but it will be a bad thing if we only get Wirtz and we don't sort our problems at the back or in midfield or whatever. We have to sort them problems as well because those problems are bigger than the whole Florian Wirtz thing. I also do think we need some sort of a backup for when Kingsley Coman goes. Because I know Zani will stay and I know Gnabry will probably stay. Actually, to be fair, now I deeped it, Zani might go because they set an ultimatum 10 days.
So what's the deal? Wait, so wait a minute. You guys have offered him a deal. And I think apparently from what I'm seeing, because I watched the video on Vine View, apparently is he asking for more?
Well, yeah, so what happened? So what happened was obviously when Zani's deal was agreed at the time, it was under a different agent. And he just got a new agent, Pini Zahavi. You know who he is. He's Lewandowski agent and other agents of other.
Listen, that's the Harvey guy. Before we continue, that's the Harvey guy. Did you see that he's got? I think he's got Alaba, he's got Hansi Flick, Lewandowski. He's about to get what's his name, Leroy Sane, and apparently now
he has Leroy Sane already confirmed it. Bro, he already got Leroy Sane.
And now he's getting Rashford as well. And Rashford is being linked to Barcelona. Bro, I'm going to talk about that Rashford move tomorrow, guys.
No, I actually think Pini Zahavi is trying to ruin Bayern and Barca, this guy. This guy, I think, low-key, is a Madrid fan. Man trying to say he has a good relationship with Bayern. My ass. My ass. As if I didn't forget when the guy literally had David Alaba wanting more money. Yeah? Not like I forgot when he had Robert Lewandowski forcing him to get out of that club, he and his wife. Yeah? And now Leroy Sane. Although, you know what? With the Leroy Sane one, the difference between that and the other two is actually I'm happy about that one being gone. Yeah, I'm actually happy about this guy being gone. Because guess what? This guy is a scumbag. An utter scumbag. So, yeah, man, listen, the whole thing right now is Leroy Sane is not happy with the original deal that they were agreeing on, which was the 10 million euro plus the add-ons for a year, right? Per year for 3 years. And now it turns out he wants more, but the club's saying, nah. You get that or you're gone. Yeah? And also, this idiot, this scumbag is fucking jealous that Jamal Musiala and Alphonso Davies got a signing on fee. Guess what, you fraud? They actually do their jobs. What the fuck do you do? All you fucking do, you get the ball, you think you can dribble, but you can't do shit. You go one-on-one, and guess what? You miss. You know when they say, when they're trolling burger after burger or banger after banger after banger, yeah? I'm gonna say miss after miss after miss after miss after miss after miss after miss. That's all this guy ever does. That's all he ever does. Miss. And then he has the guts when he gets subbed off in some games to shove the referee out of the way. Or when we were celebrating against Bayer Leverkusen and we're doing the celebration we usually do with the fans. The guy's just standing there. This guy is fucking soulless. Yeah, I genuinely think low key he sold his soul to the final boss. Because this guy is an utter scum. I can't wait for him to be gone.
Yeah,
And by the way,
he's moving like a scumbag. To be fair, he is.
this,
That's why I
hey,
don't want him
listen,
at my club. Keep him away, bro. We
hey,
would fight every
hey,
single
listen,
week, man.
hey, listen. You want me to be Galatasaray support? Hey, but I've been to Turkey a couple of times. Hey, listen. The only problem is I have a Besiktas shirt right here. You know what I
God
mean?
damn it.
That's gonna change. You know what I mean? But no, the only reason
Yeah,
I went to
Britain.
Besiktas was because I was around the area. That's why I went to their stadium because they were near me.
Yeah, what's all this? Seriously, guys, before you continue there, what is all this Zeer and kebab talk, man? Why is that all of a
Bro,
sudden
they think. By
everybody
the
just
way, can I tell you guys something? Can I tell you guys something? They think kebabs is only Arab. You know, there's two forms of kebabs, right? So you have the kebab, which is doner. Doner is Turkish. Then you have the mishawi. You know the mishawi. I'm sure you know what mishawi is, right? The
Mashawikh? I'm sure I know what it is, but I
You've
don't
heard
know
of
it
the
in
one,
Arabic.
the skewers, the
Oh
small
yeah. I
skewers
heard of
with like hummus. They have hummus on the side and whatever. It's a Levant thing. It's a Syrian slash Lebanese thing, right?
right.
Like there's two types of kebabs, but these man they're too used to the doner ones. So like, listen, bro, the one you're thinking of, you're probably talking about Turkish, yeah, allow it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But listen, exactly, Lewis.
But yeah,
That's it.
Lewis says it's destined for Arsenal. Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
listen,
And no,
man.
and I'll tell you why. He's right though, and I'll tell you why. Because what's gonna probably happen, we're probably gonna get Florian Wirtz, not Rodrigo. Rodrigo looks like
Mm.
he's gonna leave Madrid, go to City or something. Arsenal need
That
to
would be
win.
a great move if you. That would be a great move. That Rodrigo move, that would be smart. That would be a very smart move because
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
let
that he
some
would
happen
cook.
with him. Yeah. Now, but here's
Because
the
I think
thing.
he would cook.
Yeah, but here's where it kicks in. His missus, is Candice Brooks, I believe her name is. She's interested in moving to London. Similar reasons to why Robert Lewandowski kind of moved to Barcelona. Now that was not the only
Yeah.
reason, and this is not the only reason neither. But it plays a role.
Mm. Mm.
Arsenal fans, brace yourself because I don't see Chelsea getting him. Because let's be honest, Chelsea have this policy of only getting youngsters, and Zane is 29 years old. So the only one by default is the ones that want to be cheap as well.
Mm.
Arsenal Football Club. I'm telling you right now, if he leaves,
No, listen, listen, man.
I
My
will
guy,
be
North
there. And
Side,
hey,
man.
listen, he looks like Leroy Sane, bro. So I'm gonna start calling him Portuguese Northside. Not Northside, Portuguese Leroy
Not
Sane from now on.
to be fair, he doesn't.
Portuguese Leroy
But
Sane to cook Leroy his own region. Okay, no problem, brother.
okay, so yeah, so you were talking about the sun, and I'll say this too, right? Because you kind of made a good point about the Verts point, right? Where you said that you don't think you. So wait, are you saying like maybe Bayern right now don't need a Verts kind of signing, really,
Like we
right
don't
now?
need to spend that money for him, but we have to do it because of the talking they've done, and also it's
Ah,
and also like even if we did spend that money, it's not like we're really in that much of a deep situation. You know what I'm saying? Um,
mm,
it's like one of them ones you're spending the money, plus we have to recoup some sort of amount of the money for Verts anyway. You know,
right.
so it's just one of them ones for me in which we can, if we're smart in the transfer window, it can go to plan. I really think so. Bro,
No,
DXR, it's
I hear it.
banter, man. It's banter. Big up to you. It's banter. I understand.
Smack up the like buttons. Yeah. Big up to everyone, man. Make sure you guys smack the like button, man. Smack the like button over here, man. Big up to every single one of you guys. But yeah, man, listen, man. It's all love. Big up. Speaking of no side, look at this. Big up to my brother every single time for the raid.
Oh,
Appreciate
big
you,
up
man.
Northside for the
We're
raid.
actually just talking about yeah, we were literally just talking about
Leroy Zane.
Leroy Sane and his potential move to oh, good God! Not listen. I don't know. I don't even know if Sat watches the Bundesliga that much, but if he thinks Hiro Sana is the same guy that he was a few years ago, bro, I hate to break the news to you, man, but he's not the same
He's
guy
not.
anymore, man. But look up to you. But look, at the end of the day, as far as the verse signing is concerned, right? He's more of a 10. He plays as a number 10, but what would you say where do you think he would play if you guys had those? I mean, like maybe Musiala might be moved to the left and then he could play in the 10 role. And then if he does that, I think what Leroy Sane plays as a left winger for you guys, doesn't he?
Yeah, this season he has.
So
Only
if he
thinking on the
so
right.
if he Musiala moves to the left, then that means Sane basically loses his place. So I can see, I guess maybe in a way, maybe the club might have may look at it and say, well, there's a high opportunity we could get Wirtz, and if we are gonna get Wirtz, then we don't really need to keep Sane, which really makes sense if you really think about it, right?
Mm.
So, so yeah. So that's what I really. I mean, that's what I think. But I'll say this now, right? Even with the verse move potentially happening or not, where do you think the positions that you feel like they need to work on over the verse signing? Because you're saying that right now the club need to sign him because of all the talk. They kind of talk themselves into a corner, right? But you also say, but also a party is also saying that the club do need to spend that money they will spend on verse. They need to spend on other positions, right?
Realistically, it should be that. But the thing is, even then, they could still be smart and get, let's say, Ta on a free. Now, listen, is Ta the best center back in the world or anything? Is he world class? No. But I remember what we talked about before, and when you were talking about your thing, and it's just one of them defenders that maybe when he goes to Barcelona, not Barcelona or Bayern, whatever, like that,
Mm.
maybe his level upgrades a little bit to a degree in which it's acceptable. Even though he has some bozos, it's something. And listen, I don't think he should start. That's why I would go get a Schlotterbeck or a Dean Huysen, one of the two. Um,
Mm.
but I feel like Dean Huysen is not gonna happen because of that's just me not thinking it will happen. So I'm saying a plan B should be Schlotterbeck, you know. But I'm just saying Schlotterbeck because I know Huysen won't happen. It's just whatever, what I mean. I hope you guys understand what I'm going for with this one. But yeah, um, I think we have to worry about center backs. Midfield, we need to understand who's going to be our pivot because I actually think Pavlovic shouldn't be our main midfielder anymore. His fitness level,
Pavlovich, okay.
his fitness levels is not good enough, or not in a level for me to think he should be playing week in week out. To be really honest, I actually think we need to go for Stiller.
I mean, that would be the smart move to make, to be honest,
I don't think it's going to
right?
be that expensive neither.
And that's the thing, man. Like you know what it is? It's this move, this thing that you guys do recently, signing like Harry Kane for like 100 million. It makes no sense because that's not what Bayern were known for. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, bro, you guys have fallen so far away from what made you guys great that you guys are now here. You understand what I'm saying? And it's on you. I'm sorry, but this is on you. Because at the end of the day, there was a point, and as I said, in the 2010s, Bayern Munich would never buy a player for more than 80 million. No word of a lie. No player. Any player that the most expensive buy they used to do was 80 million. 80 million. No player above 80 million ever. Right?
Yeah,
But now
no,
you guys are in a position now where mm,
no. You know what it is, though. I will be. Here's the thing. Like at some stage, we had to. Yeah, listen, allow it. But I was saying, like the whole Harry, like spending money thing. At some stage, I'm gonna have to spend money. My concern is not about spending money. My thing
mm.
is about being smart. I feel like our board is just being dumb. That's really it. It's that simple. They just move like idiots. Like last summer, you get rid of De Ligt because you claim that he got injured. He got injured so many times this season prior, and he's on a certain amount of money. But then you want to keep certain random that have the same issues and are worse. That's not even like at least De Ligt was an asset for us. You know, like these are the type of things we're talking about. Like what? Like seriously, like get a grip, man. Like if we're gonna actually be big Bayern München, first of all, you're right about the bit that we have to go back to our ways, getting German talent. That is true. But if you have to spend money because of the market being inflated, so fucking be it,
Right.
bro. I'm sorry, I'm sick and tired of this club moving like we're broke. Because let's be honest, we are one of the richest clubs in the world, but nobody talks about it. Nobody talks
No,
about it.
you are. You are. No, you are. You are
The amount
definitely
of
one of the
trophies we
richest
win, we
clubs in
get
the world.
money out of that. the amount of fan memberships that are being purchased, they make hella revenues out of that. The sponsorship deals with Audi, you know, the with Allianz and with Adidas and all that, bro. They just made this, bro. They just made a 5 year deal with some, I think some technology company called Colin. I don't even know what it's called. Some German technology company for 5 years, and they're gonna make bags out of that one too. Like, I'm not trying to hear that they ain't got no money. I'm not. I'm not trying to hear they ain't got no money. If anything, we are one of the most sustainable clubs financially you'll ever see.
Right.
Like, we're one of them clubs that the 50 plus 1 rule plays into our favor. So I'm not
Yeah.
trying
I
to
hear.
hear this. So we can't spend
Yeah.
money. We have to be smart with the money. You think, and here's the thing that I have to call out, because a lot of people in the Premier League, they do this, is, by the way. They say Man City only win because of money. Okay, yes, money plays a role, but these owners care. Perez in Madrid, he cares. Listen, I know Barcelona haven't won Champions Leagues in a while, but you still win La Ligas here and there. Why? Because Laporta cares, right? Let's keep it a buck. Nasser Khalifi, look what happened when he realized what he did was wrong, and now look where they are in a final. You know, Enter Worldwide was telling me, Anthony, big up to him. He was telling me about Pepe Morata as director. I don't know who's the guy above, showing care more recently over the years, and now they're looking dominant in Italy as a whole, here and there. You know what I mean? And now in the final as well. 2 years out of 3. Like, it's not only about money; it's about care. It's about being smart while you care also. People don't get this
Yeah,
hack.
100%. I mean, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Clubs have to show they're invested. That's really it. That's really it. But Zeer, obviously, we know the league is already wrapped up. But you do have a game this weekend, all right, at home against Borussia Mönchengladbach. How do you think that your team will even turn up after this, after winning the league already?
I think we're going to rotate heavily. We're going to give youngsters some chances as well. I think Muller will definitely play because it's going to be his last Allianz Arena game.
Wow, that's true.
That'll be an emotional game. I can't lie to you, bro. Thomas, like,
We
by
see,
the way,
we'll see some tears.
I got his special. It's the first time I've ever done this, by the way. But I actually ordered a kit from their website. I got the Thomas Muller.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's
That's
gonna come.
nice.
It's gonna arrive very soon, bro. I sacrificed half of my budget for that, but listen, it's worth it. It really is.
Damn. Hey,
Am
listen,
I worth
man. He's definitely a top player, man, for sure. One of the best,
icon, bro?
most underrated player. One of the most underrated players in this era, man. Most definitely. But
And you're gonna see
I
it
mean,
replace that shirt too, by the way. You're gonna see that replace that shirt as well. I'm gonna put a hanger over there
yeah.
for y'all to see. But yeah, listen.
Who's the number 11? That's Coman. Coman used to wear the
Oh, no,
11,
no, no,
right?
no. It says Zeer Talks. My dad just bought it for me from Dubai.
Yeah, that's nice. Hey, man. W Pops, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, I do expect you guys to rotate a little bit, but maybe not too much, because let's be real, you only have the league, right? So the league is already over. Just play your best team. Get a winning high. You know what I think will happen probably at the end of the game? It wouldn't surprise me. You know that thing that Muller always does to the fans when he has like the
Yeah,
horn,
it goes to the ultras in the
the
Sud curve. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna do that for the last time, bro, in front of the fans. Just
I
watch.
actually, I would love to see it, bro. You don't understand. I would love
No,
to
he will
see
do it. He will do it. He'll do it. It's only right because he does. That is what he's known for. He used to do that back in
it.
the
I
day.
also want him to
You understand
have.
what I'm saying, right?
I want him to have what do they call these things? Not the microphone. What do you call these big things that they use? The big type of mics.
Yeah,
The horn for
the
the
big
ultra
one.
horns.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it wouldn't surprise me around that point in the game when like all the players are like, when they are like holding each other like this, right in front of the ultras, like he just gets up and climbs on top of the net, right, and then just holds the horn and starts, riding with the crowd. And you can tell, bro, the stadium is going to be loud because that's going to be like the last time he'll be doing that. It's going to be great, man. If he doesn't do that, I'll be so disappointed. I'll be so
Yeah,
disappointed
no,
if he
I
doesn't do it.
listen, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, why shouldn't be doing it?" People are gonna hate, but bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's a right time and place to like be critical, not critical. Like, shut your
Yeah, but
mouths, you know.
this is the kind of question. Big up to my guy Weir. He says, "What is the expectation for next season for company? Retain the Bundesliga and reach a UCL final, or what would you need to happen to be company out?"
If we don't win a double in any single way form, it can't just be Bundesliga
Hmm. So next season you're expecting a Bundesliga and a cup, Deutsche Pokal, or Bundesliga
or
and a Champions League.
yeah, pretty much any form of double.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, man. But big up to
Simple.
every one of you guys, man. Big up to every single one of you guys. We are gonna be wrapping up very, very soon. Big up to my guys Zeer. Zeer, man. Tell these guys what you have coming on your channel soon, bro.
To be honest, in my channel, obviously I'm gonna at some stage. I mean, obviously the Bayern game, I need to cover that. And other than the Bayern game, maybe I'll do SmackDown and Backlash. I'm not sure yet, to be honest. Um,
Mm.
and then Del Clasico, have to watch that as well. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna hate watch it because bun both your clubs. Um, and
So who
Madrid
do you
are
think
from
is winning that? And by the way, who do you think is winning that game anyway? The Barca Madrid.
you'll just somehow win it, man. I feel like Real Madrid.
Oh man, that would be great. 4 wins against Madrid this season. Oh, I'm gonna
Bro,
be
the only reason
shameless.
why I'm not, the only reason why I think he'll do it, because bro, there's something about this Madrid team's shape that does not move me at all. It really
No,
doesn't
I
move
hear
me.
it. I hear
Maybe
it. I hear
next
it. I hear
season
it.
they'll
But
start competing with you, but like right now, nah. They'll give you a game,
okay.
but they won't get the win. You'll win the La Liga,
All
bro.
right. All right. But yeah, so big up to everyone. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. The link, I don't think it's in the description. I'm gonna put it in the description. But type if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Zeer Talk. You see the channel right there on the top of his screen, guys. That's just type Zeer Talk right there, guys, and subscribe to Zeer's channel, guys. And make sure that you guys smash the like button. Eunice, you live yet? Because if you're not live, because if you were live, I would redirect to you, but it's not like you're live yet. So um, I might have to redirect to someone else since you're not live yet. But yeah, I mean, look, make sure you guys go subscribe to Zia Talk. He's on the road to 1K subscribers. How many subscribers are you before 1K?
I'm on 808, I think, right now. Actually, let me check. I believe I'm up
Come on, man. Yeah, so make sure you guys go subscribe to him,
809.
man. He's on the road to one. Yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to him, guys. Okay, guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to my brother Zeer. He's always here every week with Liam, even though Liam didn't turn up today for some reason. I'm sure he's sleeping again because he wasn't in the heavyweight show. So big up to every one of you guys watching. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. This video, this stream, unfortunately, sorry, Eunice. Yeah, man. Don't worry, man. Maybe next time. But yeah, man. This stream will be redirecting you guys to Casual FC, guys, to my brother Marshall. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Obviously, Chelsea just made it to the Conference League final, so they're gonna have a lot to talk about. Make sure you guys go down there. Put Omar BYT raid in the comment section below. Yeah, weird man. Big up to you, man. Make sure you go subscribe to Zia's channel. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and peace, you guys. Take care.